Right here. This is the Rob Dibble Show.
You have no reason to be nervous. None whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you why in one word.
And what's that word?
Dibs.
First Tips Question today sponsored by Tire Depot. Don't wait until the bad weather hits before you get some new tires on your car. Worn or uneven treads in the winter can quickly lead to unsafe driving. So go with Connecticut's #1 tire source, friendly expert service by my buddy Tony, his team of experts. They have Cooper, Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and if they're not on hand, they can get them at their warehouse in no time at all. Tony and his team is Connecticut's business success story. You won't find a nicer place to do business, so support local just off Route 6 in Bristol, behind Betting Barn, or go to online, TireDepotCT.com for more information. Is it easier to pitch and hit in Major League Baseball or play offense and defense in the NFL?
This question is brought to you by Travis Hunter, who is going to try to be one of the, I wouldn't say the first. He wants to do it full-time. A lot of people have played some offense, played some defense part-time, and his old coach, Deion Sanders, is famous for that as well. But he wants to do it both times. I'm going to lean towards Shohei on this because it is way harder to hit a baseball. It is way harder to stay as a pitcher in Major League Baseball than it is playing corner or wide receiver. Like, I know the toll that Travis Hunter is about to put on himself for football, and I totally agree with that. But if you're healthy on all fronts, I'm leaning towards baseball is a lot tougher to do. And, you know, the duration of the season, 162, if we're going to be talking about, you know, the battle of attrition here,
But you can still live a regular life.
See, I'm going football.
Going football?
Because, all right, just hear me out. Like, Shohei, yes, he's blown out his UCL twice in 5 years, and he DH'd all last year, went 50-50. But, man, it's a bunch of car wrecks out on a football field, and this guy's one low blow to the knee from being out, you know, for a year to 2 years. Now, Deion didn't play all offensive downs, and he did do punts and return kicks and stuff. Travis Hunter wants to play every play, including punts and kickoff returns, because he did that at Colorado. And I honestly don't think he's big and strong enough to do it. I mean, Deion was – I played with Deion. So Deion was a 1,000 sit-up, 1,000 push-up a day guy. He was jacked and underneath his uniform. And so that guy, he was built to take hits, and he didn't dole them out, though, either. He took a lot of crap for not tackling, like you said. So, but I do think in today's game, as far as difficulty, I think it's tougher to play both ways on an NFL football field than it is on a baseball field.
Yes, if we're talking a one-game sample, I am totally with you. Like, the whole season, the duration of the season – like, physically, yes, Travis Hunter and what he is doing physically is a lot tougher to maintain. The toll on his body week 1 is going to be excruciating. Week 2, doubled. Week 3, like, this is just going to stack up. He is not going to be able to perform at his best ability unless he tries one or the other. Like, I totally get that. But there's a lot of places that you can – I don't want to say it this way because it's NFL. Like, NFL is not as tough as it used to be. There are some places that you can hide. There are times that you can take off. Now, if he wants to do punt returns and kick returns too, like, gosh, man, that's somewhat suicidal. It really is somewhat suicidal. Physically, okay.
He's got rules to try to hide him physically. And I will say this. It's not easy to hit a baseball or play like Shohei.
No, he makes it look easy.
I'm not going to. He makes it look easy, but it's not. I'm not going to downplay either guy. I think they're both exceptional. And listen, I'm spoiled. I want to see them both play both ways. I really, because no one else can do it.
I do too.
So they're both unicorns. I don't like what Travis Hunter says the way he says it because. Okay, what's more difficult, to play football and baseball in the same season like Deion did or Bo Jackson?
I think I'm hung up on
I thought that was more difficult.
I'm hung up on the word difficult. Like that's what hangs me up. Like surviving, I'm going Shohei. I think Shohei has a better chance physically surviving a baseball season pitching and hitting than Travis Hunter will physically surviving. And if that's the difficulty, then yeah, I'm leaning towards Travis Hunter. Now, if you're talking about a guy that is going to be leading categories in statistics, I think what Shohei is doing is more difficult to do.
Well, I would absolutely agree with that because I don't think Travis Hunter can lead the league in tackles.
That's what I'm saying.
And interceptions and breaking up passes.
This is not the Big 12.
Right.
He is going to have all-stars around him, even if he's on the Titans. They are going to be the margin of error in the NFL is razor thin. And the differences between a corner and a receiver sometimes are point hundreds on their 40. Like Travis Hunter is not going to walk into the league and have an interception, 12 tackles, 6 catches, and 2 touchdowns. It's not going to happen. He is not in the Big 12 to do that. Now, will he have a couple of tackles, a couple of catches, maybe a pick, maybe a touchdown? Maybe he throws it together in one game where he has all those stats together as well. But I just don't think that he is going to be able to do it at the same clip and level that Shohei is.
All right, let me just change the verbiage a little bit then. Instead of difficulty or tougher, who can have a greater impact on their team's success?
Ooh, Shohei. Easily Shohei. Easily. I can run away from Travis Hunter. I can double up. I can shadow him. I can stack him on offense. There's so many things I can do in a football game to get him out of the game. When you have the ball in your hand as a pitcher, there is no hiding. When you are at the plate, you can intentionally walk him, but now you got a guy on base, and who's coming up next? Oh, Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman or some other monster from the Dodgers.
True.
Like, that's the one thing, too, as much as I disagree with what Cam Newton said about my Carolina Panthers and walking into a locker room full of losers, he is correct that Travis Hunter, if he is the number 1 pick, will be going to the worst roster in the NFL. So
it's not his fault.
There's no Mookie Betts. There's no Freddie Freeman for the others to be scared of like Shohei has. But I agree. Travis Hunter in survival mode and just like playing these plays, that's way more difficult than what Shohei's doing.
I already heard Yankee fans after yesterday's news, so we'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
Luis Gil going down means Stroman's in the rotation, and people are not happy about it.
Stro show.
So, yep, let's talk some Yankees, Red Sox. Dustin Pedroia was in Reds camp, seeing Terry Francona.
Oh.
Not in Florida, he's in Arizona. I think his whole family's out there. So we'll talk about that. Guest stars at spring training coming up next.
Fox Sports Hartford, 97.